Night settles over Israel like a breathing mystery, and in the quiet of that darkness, a question arises that stirs the spirit. What really happens when God opens your eyes? Not the eyes that see walls, people, threats, but the eyes of your soul. And the truth is this: divine vision doesn't change the scene. It changes you. This answer begins right in Proverbs 2:6, which says, "For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding." This means that true vision, the kind that shows what is hidden, doesn't come from human experience, but from God himself. And when he decides to show what is hidden, nothing stays the same. The search for wisdom isn't just a theory, it's a matter of spiritual survival. It's what saves you from making quick decisions, from broken friendships, from paths that seem safe but hide dangers. The difference is huge. Natural eyes see danger. Spiritual eyes see purpose. Not having wisdom traps us in fear, while divine vision sets us free. Proverbs 2:6 reminds us that it's not our strength that brings understanding, it's the Lord's voice. And when he speaks, he lights things up. When he lights things up, he guides. When he guides, he changes. That's why the Bible leads us to one of the most amazing scenes ever experienced by an ordinary man. But before seeing the heavenly army, we need to understand why the servant was so blind. It was early morning when Elisha's servant went out to look at the city. But as soon as he looked up, his blood ran cold. An entire army, Syrian horsemen, chariots of war, armed soldiers, surrounded everything. To natural eyes, it was the end. Despair took over. So he ran to Elisha. But in this scary situation, the prophet appeared, walking with a calm that was out of this world. He looked at the panicking servant and said, "Do not be afraid, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them." That sentence made no sense to someone who only saw with human eyes. It was then that Elisha prayed, not for the danger to disappear, but for something much deeper. He cried out, "Lord, please open his eyes, so he may see." And in that moment, heaven answered. The young man looked up again, and now he saw entire mountains covered with horses and chariots of fire, a heavenly army, shining, grand, silent, just waiting for the command of Almighty God. The danger was still there, but the fear? It was replaced by an overwhelming calm and an amazing reverence. This scene from 2 Kings 6:15-17 is exactly what Proverbs 2:6 teaches. Wisdom isn't knowing more, it's seeing beyond. It's seeing with God's perspective. And when he opens your eyes, what seemed like defeat proves to be a strategy. What seemed like a threat reveals itself as protection. You're not surrounded by the problem. You're surrounded by purpose. And this is exactly where the practical lesson becomes super clear. Your reality isn't controlled by what your natural eyes see, but by what God decides to show. What is the invisible thing you need to see today? Maybe it's God's faithfulness in the middle of your difficult time. Today, before you react to fear, before you respond to an attack, before you make a quick decision, remember Proverbs 2:6. Ask for wisdom, ask for vision, ask for the understanding that comes from the Lord's own mouth. Because when he opens your eyes, you don't just see, you understand, you grasp, and you move forward with confidence. If this message touched you, please share it and leave a comment. And what God revealed that morning is just the beginning. In the next chapter, you'll understand why some visions only come after the darkest night.